listening, you know. So for me, it's composing is listening, and so it's how you listen and how you respond to the potential meaning in a sound. And so I think that what's become really interesting since Cage is how much you can do in that regard, you know, where you can find meaning, how you can juxtapose meanings, how you can you know, suggest resonances beyond sonic resonances, so real life associations, things like that. So, you know, this explosion of meaning that's come, which includes pre-Cage sound. So, you know, the relationship between a D and an A, or a D and a B flat, that also has meaning. And so, you know, I think that's really what's so exciting about making music now is this, you're really, I don't want to say manipulating, because I don't try to manipulate meaning. I try to kind of suggest, you know, ways that listeners can explore meaning. But I think that's what I've been trying to do with the room pieces. These are algorithmic, generative compositions, and they're modular. But the approach was to create coincidental occurrences of that sort. So the range of sounds, the exploration of pitch and rhythm was, you know, intended to raise the question: are these intentional events? You know, was this composed? I didn't want a sense of utter randomness, or you know, just a sense that none of it has any relationship. I mean, that's where I really, I guess, you know, for me, where I don't agree with Cage, I guess you could say that, in that way. I mean, I just feel that for me, relationships is what it's all about. So musical relationships, sound relationships. But it's not about necessarily creating a progression or a structure that is really only interpretable in one way. It's really about creating the possibilities for these relationships, like a drawing that you connect the dots, but in which case each listener would kind of come up with his or her own drawing. And I'm very interested in structure, I call it free composition rather than free improvisation. So like really the idea of transition. And, Wagner said that composition is the art of transition. And I take that really seriously. Lamont Young said transition is for bad composers. So I'm siding with the Wagner there. I think transitions are what it's all about. And especially in these Din Machine songs, I'm really interested in, well, I've got this section of the song. What's this next section going to be? How different can I make it to the first section, but where it still makes sense?